Hi everyone, so I have been a really good YouTuber with the amount of videos I've recorded today. I'm not sure what's going to go up when or anything like that yet, but I've recorded a bunch of videos today for you to kind of be able to watch, and I'll be able to upload while I'm busy because I'm going to be really busy during this week and next week. So yeah, this video was an idea of someone on Facebook, and it's how to boost your body confidence. Now, before I get started on this video, I just want to kind of make it clear that I know it sounds like I'm kind of saying, you know, this is how you do it and I'm really confident and this is all great, and that's really not the case. Like everyone, I have days where I feel really awful and I feel like, you know, an obese hippopotamus, and I want to be 6 stone skinnier and I hate the way I look. We all have days like that. There's no getting around it. I bet you even the most gorgeous women in the world have days like that. So you need to be aware of that. Because like I said, it's kind of like a learning process for me as well. I'm kind of sharing with you the things that I think and the things that work for me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm perfect and that I don't have a day where I feel really crap. So just bear that in mind, because I wouldn't want anyone to think that I'm kind of being a hypocrite and saying things kind of just for the sake of making a video, because that's really not the case. I really do kind of believe in what I'm doing and I just really want to kind of get it out there. So when you're having a really bad day, you're feeling really bad about yourself, you're feeling really crap about yourself, and what is the best thing for you to do? Personally, I think if you've got the time, if you don't have to go anywhere and you've gotten home and you just feel crap, make it a pamper night. Make it a night to be all about you and you feeling good. So run a bath, have a lovely bath, use a face scrub and a face mask, and get out and apply some fake tan and paint your nails and use something lovely on your hair, and just make yourself feel pampered and make yourself feel special, because even if it sounds a little bit silly, psychologically it does really make you feel better. And I know a lot of people kind of are fans of the method of, you know, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am great, I have great legs, and things like that. And while I'm sure that does work for some people, I would be a complete liar if I told you that I have ever done that. I have never stood in the mirror and told myself things, purely because I don't think I would be able to keep a straight face while doing it. I would just look at myself and think, V, you are a complete lunatic, because I just wouldn't be able to do that. But trying to just kind of talk yourself out of it sometimes can be really difficult, and especially if you're in a social situation, like if you have to go somewhere and you're feeling crap. I think you just need to really try and make sure to make yourself look the best you can, and then it'll help you just feel a little bit better. And it sounds like a really kind of band-aid approach to it, like a really superficial solution to a serious problem, but sometimes I think things like that are actually what works. If you've got to go somewhere and you're feeling crap, and you like give yourself a little bit of a treat and paint your nails and wear a gorgeous, you know, dress that fits you. Don't try and, you know, squeeze into something that doesn't fit you, because that'll just depress you more. You wear something that really makes you feel great, and you wear high heels and you put some perfume on, and I think you just automatically start to feel a little bit better, and you start to kind of get your swagger back a little bit. And a lot of people as well think that, you know, oh, if you don't love you, no one will, and no one can make you feel good about yourself. But I kind of think that sometimes that isn't true, because I know for a fact, especially like from my personal experience, if I'm feeling a little bit crap, I know for a fact that my boyfriend can make me feel loads better. And if you kind of see yourself through someone else's eyes just for a minute, and you see kind of how much, you know, how lovely and how sexy and how beautiful someone else thinks you are, sometimes that can really help, and it can kind of make the situation seem a little bit better. And I do really believe that, and I know it's kind of not a very feminist way of looking at it, but I do believe that that can kind of help if you just try and think about how someone else sees you. And obviously sometimes it's not that easy to do, and you know, if you're single or something like that, then you can't really do that. But if you're single, then that's just even more an opportunity for you to just spoil yourself and put yourself first, and think about how you're going to make you feel better. And if, you know, you're having a really fat day and you want to make yourself feel better by having a piece of cake, that's, you know, that's fine. If people want to call it comfort eating, let them call it comfort eating. If that's going to make you feel just a little bit happier and a little bit more okay, then definitely that is absolutely fine in my opinion. And just think in your head, this Thesparkleicious has given me the go ahead to eat some cake. But I know that it can be really, really disheartening, because I think sometimes you feel like you're almost being self-indulgent when you're kind of being like that. You think, you know, oh, I'm just being selfish, or kind of thinking too much about me. But we all have days where we feel like that. Everyone has days where you just feel a little bit crap, and you just want to kind of wake up and it be all over. And sometimes I think that is the only solution that you've got. Sometimes you have to just stop trying to make yourself feel better and stop trying to kind of fake confidence, because I think confidence sometimes is something that can't be faked, even though it's something that, you know, in a lot of situations you can. Sometimes the best solution is to just try and keep your mind off it. Watch a film that you like, watch, you know, Sex and the City or something that makes you feel better, and just try and keep your mind off it and go to bed. And then in the morning you'll wake up feeling better. Everything seems better in the morning. And if you've woken up feeling like that, then just kind of think to yourself that it's, you know, it's just one day, and it'll get better and it'll be okay. And I don't know, I just think that, you know, I find it a lot easier these days to be able to get myself out of those types of moods, whereas, you know, a few years ago I would have kind of let it completely control me, and it would have taken over my entire life and who I was and everything. And I just think that that's a complete shame, and there's no need for that. So yeah, I hope that this video was helpful to some of you, and please let me know your kind of reactions to this. And if you've got any other ideas and that kind of thing with these types of videos, like, you know, kind of body confidence related videos, then definitely let me know. A few people have asked me to do a kind of what I eat video, but I'm not going to do those soon, because I just kind of feel like, I don't know, it's too much, there's too much controversy with that kind of thing, and I can't be doing with, you know, me saying that I'm vegetarian and then people saying, why don't you eat meat, and then me saying that I eat cheese and then people saying, why are you not vegan? I can't be bothered with that kind of thing. It's just not for me, so I'm not going to do that soon. But if you've got any types of videos like this that you'd like to see or anything like that, then definitely pop them in the comments below, because I love making these videos, but it's kind of hard to come up with ideas for them sometimes. So if you've got any requests or anything like that, then definitely let me know. And if you've got any tips of how to make yourself feel better when you're kind of feeling low, and just how to boost your body confidence, then definitely put them in the comments below. I'm sure we'll all enjoy reading them. So I hope you all have a great day. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.